Hello, I'm Jesus Mendoza, and I'm going to be asking Patrick some questions today.
My name is Patrick Thorson. I'm from Iceland. I moved here 6.5 years ago, and I'm here to answer some questions.
Hey, do you still remember the first day here? What had been exciting and what had been unexpected?
Came here late September, SeaTac Airport. The most exciting thing was driving up I-5 from SeaTac towards downtown and seeing the skyscraper slowly rise above the hill.
How long have you been in the U.S. now?
It's been a little bit over 6.5 years since I got here.
What has been the highlight and what do you enjoy most?
The people, honestly. The people here are way nicer, I feel like, than in Iceland. They're more extroverted. In Iceland, they're more introverted. They're more not selfish per se, but not so outgoing as a lot of people here.
What has been frustrating?
Definitely not being able to work. It took me a while to get my permanent residency so I could work, which actually just happened like 6 months ago.
Do you have any stories to tell?
I had a deep hatred just for being like in Seattle, you know. I always wanted to go back. But then I made a friend, Zach Johnson, and he helped me open up, you know, helped me not be so, you know, introverted. The reason I like Seattle is I probably would have moved back to Iceland at the age of 18 if I didn't meet him.
What would be a typical day back in your home country, and how would you compare it to a typical day here?
In Iceland, it's definitely way more staying at home and with family. But a normal day would be waking up early for school. Even if there's a snow blizzard, you still have to go to school. We're used to that. We don't close school for a snow blizzard. You go to school until it's about the same amount of time, 6 hours or so. You could not stay out longer than like 6 p.m. You go home, eat dinner, maybe watch some TV, and then go to bed at like 9.
Let's go back to the days when you made the decision to move over to the U.S. What had been the motivations for your move?
The educational opportunity that my stepfather got for Utah. We did that for a year. He finished his master's, and then we didn't know if we were gonna stay or leave, but he got a job offer from Skanska, and he still works there to this day.
Would you make similar decisions again?
Yeah, I've been thinking about moving to like somewhere in Scandinavia myself, but I've grown to like Seattle a lot, so I'm not sure.
How would you imagine your life back in home if you hadn't come?
Probably just be in college, probably in the city, Reykjavik. Except for the living conditions we would not, you know, have this like house.
What was your impression about American culture before you came?
There was a lot of negative view of America in Iceland, mostly because of McDonald's and fast food restaurants, call it hamburger land sometimes. And then after living here in Seattle, you know, it's way different than what I thought.
So how was that impression formed?
The people around me, a lot of people have the same opinions because of what is being said around them.
Did you find these impressions accurate or not?
No, there's not. I thought there would be way more overweight people here.
Is there anything here that you feel that one has to be here in order to learn or feel?
The society, the culture here, like the people, is something you don't understand until you're actually here.
What do people here know about your home culture?
I don't think a lot of people know about Iceland, but if it is, isn't Iceland the green one and Greenland the icy one? You're correct. And some people say it's like a sheep land because there's a lot of sheep, which is also true. There's twice as many sheep as there are people.
What could be one impression that is accurate?
The sheep, and that it's true that Iceland is the green one and Greenland is the icy one.
And what is one that is not accurate?
That it's backwards or poor.
What do you think could be a reason?
Definitely because there's a very small amount of people. There's one city, right? And so everything else is just small towns on the outskirts of the country. But that gets a lot of exposure instead of the city life, I guess, and that's probably why there's a misconception that it's backwards.
Back to what you were saying when you said that a lot of people eat hamburgers here. Would you consider yourself one?
Yeah, I guess I am a hamburger lover now.
So you talked a little bit about McDonald's. Was there no McDonald's like there are here?
Had one McDonald's until it closed.
And going back to your school back in Iceland, we talked about that. So the weather, how did the weather affect it at all?
It definitely closed if it was severe enough, but like in America, I remember watching the news. There was like, I think it was Green Lake or something, and there was a lot of wind, right? And there was like these tiny waves, right? And they were like, oh my God, this is so much wind, like everything's gonna be closed down. It's a storm. And I remember me and my mom were watching the TV, just like laughing. Like,
So what was a go-to food?
in Iceland, pizza's prevalent, but grjónagrýtur, or rice pudding, that is a go-to. That was served school lunch once a week. Fish twice a week, and then spaghetti.
That is all for today. Thank you.
Yeah.